Okay, so it was a little bit of a dramatic headline, but let me tell you where organizations are going wrong with CRM. And just to be crystal clear, I believe in CRM. I believe it is a tool to help people stay organized. Where it's being used for bad, where it's supposed to be used for good, is to continue to impact negatively the client experience being provided by sales professionals to prospects. What do I mean by that? Well, a CRM is a great tool to keep notes in. And remember what you talked about on the previous occasion with your client. It is a great tool if you do decide to send out a generated email blast, which I hate, to cold prospects to stay on their radar. But here's what people are doing with CRM, and it's unfortunate. Sales leaders are just measuring whether their sales professionals have done their daily actions, right? Because most CRM systems, you put in this lead, here's when they came in, you give it a ranking, and 7 days later, it's going to pop up on your screen with a daily action. And what does the sales professional do? Hopefully they do the daily action and call the individual. But if they don't, or they're busy and they think they'll get back to it, they just hit done and it disappears off the screen. Task is done. The other thing happening with CRM today is we're using it as a communication tool instead of a resource for organization around those communications. What do I mean by that? Well, we're blasting emails out to people. CRM makes it easy to go in and put in all your data entry of all your prospects, create an email. It sets up all the email addresses and you activate it and off goes this blasted email that won't resonate again. And we think that's no big deal. But the reality is it's having a negative impact on your brand because people are tired of seeing it. So here's where CRM is great, but here is where the great gap is. Have you trained your sales teams on the behaviors to understand the client's condition and whether you can help them? And then have you trained them to have the ability to do that research and position how you can help when the client validates they need that help and they have that problem? Then you're using CRM to keep notes of the conversation. Then you're using CRM to remind you that, hey, this was a hot prospect and we talked to them 3 days ago and here are the notes. Good thing I remember it. I got to call them today. Or they're a warm prospect and I call them every week. Or they're a cold prospect and they're getting the generic email every 90 days until they unsubscribe. But what we've done is we've yet again gotten away from the behavior that changes the sales results by equipping our sales professionals with the ability to connect and help customers solve problems. And we've added another layer that was the old, here's a prospect list, make it rain, call people till they say yes. I literally sat on a sales conference for a guy a week ago where he said, the thing I'm going to teach you today is it's all about mindset and you never take no for an answer. Are you kidding me? That is not the way customers want to be approached. You need to put in work if you're a sales professional. You need to understand the client's condition. You need to ask questions and get them bought in that that is indeed their condition and confirmation. And you need to know your stuff so well and how you can solve their personal problem. But here we go again. Sales leaders, go out and get that latest CRM system so you know people are doing their stuff and you can trust them. How about we do the reverse? How about we train the behaviors that are going to connect with a customer, and then we give our sales professionals some support in that hard job that they have of getting hung up on or not responded to 9 times out of 10, and give them a tool to keep all those behaviors organized and those conversations organized. So CRM is good. We got to start using it for good. And that starts with training sales behaviors. So if you haven't done that, your CRM is just capturing stuff that's not working anyways. Want some help? Let me know.